kindness can you do this week for someone affected by Hurricane Melissa? What act of kindness can you do this week for someone affected by Hurricane Melissa? Today's quote: "You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice." Let me repeat that. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. This is a popular quote that is attributed to Bob Marley. Tonight's theme is Hope for Jamaica, Strength in Our History, Unity in Our Recovery. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another weekly Black History Live with yours truly, Posha Malcolm, where we explore stories that remind us who we are, where we're from, and how far we've come. Each week, we learn together with no bias, no filter, just truth and growth. Tonight, our heart turned to Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of wood and water, and the spirit of strength. As our brothers and sisters face the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, we remember Jamaica has weathered storms before, both in history and in heart, and we always rise stronger. Where are you tuning in from? Whether you're tuning in from Canada, the US, the Caribbean, or anywhere in the world, this is your moment to stand with Jamaica. This isn't just news, it's about hope, unity, and action. Jamaica is a small island nation in the Caribbean Sea, just south of Cuba and west of Haiti. Though only about 146 miles long and 51 miles wide, Jamaica's impact on the world is enormous. Its capital is Kingston, and the island is divided into 14 parishes, each with its own unique culture and landscape. Jamaica's story is one of resilience. Originally inhabited by the Arawak and Taino people, the island was colonized by Spain in 1494 and later taken by the British in 1655. Enslaved Africans who were brought to work the sugar plantations became the backbone of Jamaican society, and their descendants shaped the island's culture. Jamaica gained independence from Britain in 1962, and since then, it has stood as a beacon of Black pride, creativity, and endurance. Jamaica's lush mountains, rivers, and beaches are world famous. The Blue Mountains rise 7,402 feet or 2,256 meters, and the island's coastline is dotted with vibrant towns and fishing villages. Today, Jamaica's population is just under 3 million people, with a large diaspora living in Canada, the US, and the UK, and beyond. Jamaica is divided into 14 parishes, grouped into 3 counties: Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. Each parish has its own flavor, from the tourist hotspots of St. James and Westmoreland to the agricultural islands of St. Elizabeth and Manchester. On October the 28th, 2025, Hurricane Melissa, one of the most powerful storms in the island's history, struck Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane with winds of 185 miles per hour. It entered the island through Black River with its eye over Westmoreland. The storm devastated the western and southern parishes, especially Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Hanover, Westmoreland, and St. James. Over 170 communities across these 6 parishes were moderately and severely affected by flooding, landscapes, and destruction of homes and livelihoods, infrastructure, roads, and network connectivity loss. Access to many communities remained difficult due to roadblocks and damaged infrastructure. Despite its size, Jamaica's influence is felt worldwide. The island gave birth to reggae, ska, and dancehall music and icons like Bob Marley, spreading messages of hope and unity across the globe. Jamaican culture is language, food, and style, has shaped global culture from music and fashion to sports and cuisine. Jamaica's diaspora is a powerful force supporting the island in times of need and sharing its vibrant culture wherever they go. The world listens to Jamaica, dances to its rhythms, and draws inspiration from its story of resilience. Hi, Cece. Welcome tonight. Good evening, friend. Welcome. Thank you so much for standing with us. I really appreciate your support and the support of the community. Thank you so much. So I'm just giving some history on Jamaica and also where we're at now and what we can do. Jamaica's history is a story of N. Thank you so much. We have AD64 plant-based skincare. Blessings. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So Jamaica's history is a story of endurance and enterprise, from the Maroons who built free communities in the mountains to Nanny of the Maroons leading a revolution against slavery, to Marcus Garvey urging us to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Our people have always known how to rebuild. Think beyond beaches. Think bravery. Think of the generations that turn hardship into harmony and oppression into opportunity. Icons like Bob Marley and Miss Lou have echoed unity, peace, and resilience across the globe. Jamaica's story has shaped music, culture, and liberation movements, inspiring millions in the diaspora and beyond. And today, that same spirit, the spirit of out of many one people, is what will carry us through the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Where are we now? Communities have been displaced, homes lost, and livelihoods shaken. Yet, even in crisis, the Jamaican spirit remains unshakable. Across parishes, people are cooking for neighbors, clearing debris. Spirit remains unbreakable, comforting each other. Abroad, the diaspora is mobilizing from Toronto to Miami, London to Kingston. Hearts and hands are working together. Relief for Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica is a multi-layered, coordinated effort involving the government, international agencies, NGOs, the private sector, and the diaspora to distribute food, water, tarpaulins, blankets, medicine, and ready-to-eat meals. I must say that in watching what's going on, one of my friends, Patricia, and her church team have been handing out clothing and food, and they have walkie-talkies using for their communication. I was so blessed to see them. One lady said, "Are you going to be here? We have neighbors that need these things." And it was in the black night. They had to be using flashlight to when they reached that particular community. And they said they're going back to Kingston. And the lady was saying, my neighbors need some of these things. persons are doing stuff. Persons are going in. Persons and groups and all these entities, they are going in little by little. Persons. I have seen also the U.S. team doing search and rescue, supply drops, and medical evacuations. I see persons, seeing these helicopters, giving them hope that relief help is on the way. People going into the communities with food, with clothing, and the necessities of life, water, that persons are finding hope amidst the devastation. One shining example of unity in action is a Hope for Jamaica Hurricane Relief Concert, happening this Thursday, November the 6th, 2025, at the Jamaican Canadian Center, 995 Arrow Road, Toronto. Doors open at 5 p.m. and showtime is 6 p.m. It's an evening of music, culture, and purpose under the patronage of Her Excellency Marsha Kaur Laban, Jamaica's High Commissioner to Canada. Performances from top artists like Exco Levy, Fergus Ambleton, Tony Anthony, Tisha T, and more. All proceeds go directly to the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management in Jamaica. And even today, one of our friends went in to assist them with the different packages that they have to sort. If you're in the GTA, come out, support, donate, and celebrate the strength of Jamaica. How can we help? Here's what we can do, no matter where we are. Share legitimate info. No rumors, no AI-generated false content. Keep the truth circulating. Offer shelter or support if you're able. Every bit helps. And thanks to Bobby2, CC1234, and Movita for your contributions. Pray, send messages, stay connected. Your words might be the light someone needs. Donate to verified relief agencies such as Hurricane Melissa Disaster Relief, Government of Jamaica, and I'm going to put that in the chat. American Friends of Jamaica, I'm going to put that link in the chat, and Food for the Poor. So what I want you to do is to look at these links, and I'm going to ask you to type them into your browser instead of clicking on the links. So you'll see them coming up. There they are. You can type them in, which is a safer way, even though I've gotten them from the main source. It's still good to type them into your browser, and then you can proceed from there. Drop-off points in Canada: 1, Mississauga, Atlas Cargo, 6365 Northwest Drive. Then we have Toronto, Jamaican Canadian Association, 995 Arrow Road. That's where my friend was today. Montreal, Jamaican Association, 4065 Rue Jean-Talon. And then we have 4, London, Ontario, Irie Market, and that's 1050 Kipps Lane, or WEAN Community Center at 150 Dundas Street. Then we have 5, Durham Region, Stevengetten. You can call 289-996-8767 or stevengetten@gmail.com. Other provinces, you can contact your Honorary Consul or local Jamaican Community Association. Number 7, for more information, Jamaican High Commission, Ottawa. Telephone number is 343-999-3174. And last but not least, Mrs. Jamaica, Universe Jamaica has partnered with Sweat Synergy to collect essential items. For further info or pickup, email info at mrsuniversejamaica.org. So I'm going to put all of these in the chat as I've listed them. So these are drop-off points in Canada. I may not be able to post all at the same time. Yes, I won't be able to. All right, so I'm just going to post some first and then I post the others. So let's post the first three, and then I post another three after that. So that's the first three. Okay. Maybe I do them individually. Okay, just give me a moment to do them individually. I'll go fast. So that's the first drop-off point. Then we have this drop-off point. I'm just going to repeat them while we're waiting until I complete all of the places in the chat. Then we have London at Erie Market. That's 1050 Kipps Lane. And that's in the chat. Then we have Durham region. You can contact Stephen Getten at 289-996-8767. That's in the chat. Then we have, you can also touch base with your province if you're in another province other than Ontario. And you can also reach out to the Jamaica Eye Commission in Ottawa. The contact number is there also. And then you can reach out to Mrs. Universe Jamaica, and that information is in the chat just now. So those are 8. There are others that have been collecting and also packaging and all of that. But these are the ones that I am sure about right now. Then we have, yes, so those are the places that you can drop off if you're in Ontario, or you can reach out to the Jamaica Eye Commission in Ottawa for that. Wow, it has been a lot, but let us continue. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. I really appreciate it. We're almost at the closing. So let's pause and reflect. How does Jamaica's history of resilience inspire you today? And also, what small act of kindness can you do this week for someone affected? Share your thoughts in the chat. It does matter. So I'm going to put that in the chat. So those are 2 questions. For me, how does Jamaica's history of resilience inspire us today? Jamaica's history shows that no matter the hardship, whether it was slavery, colonialism, natural disaster, we have had Hurricane Gilbert, we have had earthquakes, Jamaicans have always found a way to rise, rebuild, and move forward with hope. This legacy inspires me to face my own challenges with courage and to believe that together we can overcome anything. And it is the strength of the people that is keeping me to be strong in this. When I look and see the resilience of the people I have to be strong. CC says, donate what you can and be there for the people we care about. And I say, amen. Thank you so much for being there. I really feel your presence. I've been seeing the comments, I've been seeing the support, and I want to say thank you so much, Cece, for your support, you and your community, and Posha Malcolm's community. I really appreciate it. I've been going through some of my my messages in the chat, and I have been strengthened by them to keep going on, to keep bringing you information, to encourage the people of Jamaica. I must tell you that I've been in contact with my girlfriend and the roof is off. And at first she didn't have any strong service and she just messaged me and that was it. But you know what I did? She said tomorrow she'll try and come because they have to go to a certain point. And I just left some encouraging words, some scriptures and all of that. So when she when she sees them, she can be strengthened. Because when I heard her voice, she was really, you could feel the heartbreak in her voice when she left the message. And so the following day, when she was able to connect, she was telling me thanks for that because they do need that encouragement. Can you imagine when they see persons turning up, when they see the helicopters, when persons start coming in, they are strengthened with that there is hope. For me, the lady hugging that reporter was so heartbreaking, was so touching. And then I've seen her eating, and I said, praise be to the Lord. There are persons that live all over Jamaica. Some live in clusters, and some live on the hills, some live further from the clusters, the city area. And so the need is great. But we are moving on. We are strengthened. Well, even a small gesture can make a big difference. I will be attending that relief concert, donating, and already have been encouraging my girlfriend in Westmoreland, as I said, who lost her entire roof. Even those small acts can help. Simply reach out to someone in the Jamaican community with a message of support and encouragement. And I say that I am so appreciative of CC and my friend from Ghana, the different supports that I've been getting. And yes, peace, love, wisdom sparks motivation. Thank you so much for the various persons reaching out. I really appreciate. Tonight, we remember from slavery to sovereignty, from hurricanes to hope. The Jamaican people are a living testimony of endurance and faith. Let's be part of that hope. Let's help rebuild. If tonight's message touched your heart, please share this live and spread the word about the Hope for Jamaica Relief Concert. History isn't just about what happened, it's what we do now. Continue to share, donate, pray, and support Jamaica's road to recovery. Together, we can lift Jamaica, one act of love at a time. I have not heard from another brother that I have with his family. He has a large family. I haven't heard from them. And I have not heard from my nephew, but I'm still praying for them. I'm still hoping for them. And I know that I'll get good word that they are going to be all right. I'm Posha Malcolm. Thank you for joining Weekly Black History Live. Let's continue to learn, uplift, and move forward in unity. Blessings to all of you and one love. Take care and have a wonderful day. All the best as we meet on Saturday night. Take care. Thank you, Cece, for being here, and Adi64, and all of those who have watched this video. Please share and continue to pray for us. Cece says, thank you so much. Take care. Thank you, Cece. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.